Welcome everybody to another episode of the Sit Down Studio. I'm here with my boy 520 Malc.
Yo, what's the
Yeah.
word?
So Malc here, he's a videographer, he's a producer, photographer, he's a streamer. Damn, he got a lot of stuff on his resume, bro. Like he basically like the doctor of shit, like social media and shit, bro. He got a PhD in that shit. But so first things first, what got you into, videography and producing and stuff? Because I know you be doing it for what, the high school, you be working with Club 520, and those two go hand in hand, right?
Yep, they go hand in hand. Being with Coach Teague and everything like that.
Mhm.
Honestly, so I was working like I'm a regular person too. Like I was working a job, and
Right.
they had Club 520 already started before I even got on there. So, I was already into it, like wanting to do YouTube and you watching YouTube videos,
Mhm.
you'd be like, dang, well, I wish I had the opportunity or I wish I can do that, just streaming on your Xbox, your
Yeah.
PlayStation, just normal. And so my uncle called me one time, like I was already into it, but he called me, was like, I got an opportunity for you. Um, we trying to build an empire for Club 520 and I think you would be good at this because I'm already like tech savvy. When I had went to college, I didn't finish it, but I had went it for like a semester or two. And
Yeah.
I went to school for computer science. Like I was already into it, I was young and I put cheats in the game and put the sliders up to 100 and stuff like that.
You
So
just like me, man.
I was already into it and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So he called me and I was like, yeah, I think it'll be a good opportunity. So what you about to say something?
No, 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 you good. I got you after.
So I had got when I officially like started, I had took classes for like photography and videography
Hmm.
and learning about the camera and everything else was just more so like hands-on work, going through the experience after you learn like certain stuff. It was just doing the work.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like an adventure for sure. But what I was gonna ask is, because you said you turned the sliders up to 100. But my
Yep.
question is, who did you play as first? Because I know you be on 2K with it. Who
hmm
did you play as first? Jeff or Mook?
Jeff for sure.
Jeff for sure.
That Hawks team, yeah.
Yeah. What year was that?
Well, it might have been 2K 2K14.
Hmm. That was a good
Yep.
2K.
Facts.
Okay.
2K14 was the one.
Didn't they have that one setting where you could try to play as a big three too? I think that was the 2K14, right?
The big
Like that.
three? It
Yeah,
might have
like
been.
cause like that's the one with like all the cause I'm trying to remember because that was a while ago. I think they had like this like little game mode where you could shit.
I
Trying to think.
know 2K14 was they had that's when they introduced like the actual like park setting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like you could play in a park. Brown was on the cover, but 2K14 it's dropped the same year when they had dropped like the new console, like the
Mhm.
Xbox One. So
Shit.
that's when all that was happening.
So you an Xbox dude then?
I'm an Xbox dude
Damn,
for
I can't
sure.
be fucking friends with you. I got a
What? Hold
PS4.
on. Peep me though. Peep me though. When I was younger, I had
Yeah,
PS2, PS3, but as it ain't changed and
yeah,
grown, Xbox.
yeah. All right, all right. I guess we could be friends, man. It's because I've been loyal to the soil when it comes to PlayStation. Every time I hear somebody say Xbox, that shit, crushes me a little bit. But I think I don't know. I think I seen on TikTok the other day. I think they're gonna stop making Xboxes, right? Like that shit
hmm
dead now.
I
Damn.
seen that.
So what you gonna do, Malk?
Oh, I'm coming to PS5. I'm already
Yeah.
slightly a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Oh,
a
okay,
little
okay.
part of the game.
Yeah.
But
But shit, dude. So videography, producing, and photography. So what got you, into that camera work? Cause like, I be seeing, every time I see like clips of you, you always holding a camera. So
mhm.
what got you into that, man?
So like, you know, it was just like actually doing it and doing the process, like once you learn
Mhm.
the camera, everything else was like you get in like as a photographer in a video, especially like a videographer, you get into like a mindset. Everything is like steps. So I had to learn it by steps. Because if you learn it all in one, you're not really gonna remember or you might forget
Right,
certain stuff. So like little things like knowing as a good videographer would be like knowing what you want going into the event. Like whether it's basketball, I want certain close-up shots. I want certain moments, certain shots of the coach, like just little stuff like that, and just being diverse and doing different things. Like I did weddings and football videos. Once you get in the field and do different things, you start to pick up and learn and use different tactics and stuff like that. So that's really
no, yeah,
you get into like a videographer mode. Like, okay, I want this and that. Especially like, I be going out of town with the podcast.
right,
Like we shoot BTS
mhm,
behind the scenes and like events and stuff. Like Behan, he be having his parties,
right,
the Behan experience.
yeah,
So you getting like little BTS shots of him, like just making the video look good. Like your biggest thing as a videographer is like, okay, I want somebody to keep rewatching the video.
right, right, right.
Like once they done watching it, dang, that was hard. I want to watch it again.
They want to relive in the moment then.
Yup.
Fucking no, that's pretty cool, dude. Like the fact that you're able to, I guess be flexible and be like you can fit like different modes because if like I don't know, like it's always good to have like different traits and skills because like you said, you could do weddings, you could do parties, you could do anything. But one thing I want to ask is, because I know you be at the basketball games and shit.
Hmm.
How often do you have somebody coming up to you and be like, "Hey, let me get an edit, let me get a mixtape," like,
Yeah. It's often. I ain't gonna lie. It's often, and you be like, yeah, you support,
hmm
you figure out the business, or people will come up and be like, notice me, be like, yo, could you shoot this for me? Could you
hmm
do this and do that? And it's just the exposure, and I like it because you know it's just doing different things and people reaching out. Like I'm during this setting, they catch me, they know me off my work.
right,
So they know I do photography. They know I'm doing videos. I look at it as a positive thing. Like it's like tight.
hmm
Like dang, yeah.
yeah, but what are like, I guess since I know you be in the basketball world a lot, um, what are your rules when it comes to like, I guess handing like shit a high school kid a mixtape because growing up, because you damn near the same age as me, man. Like
Mhm.
we grew up in the same like time period. Getting a mixtape like that shit was rare. Now everybody getting mixtape left and right. I was telling you earlier. I was telling Mac earlier. I seen what's that one streamer's name? Your Rage or
Yep.
something like that.
Yep.
He was reacting to a video of somebody's mixtape, right? And he was geeked as like he was like, "Oh, this shit look like it's gonna be hard." And then the mixtape was just of him, doing layups, one in the warm up lines and one in the actual game,
Yep.
and and then him walking away, like he got 45. Um, I guess do you feel like I guess it's a little bit disrespectful to like videographers in a sense when you see somebody get like a mixtape like that?
I wouldn't say disrespectful,
Mhm,
but knowing on the other end, I would say it's more so like somebody will hit you up and be like, hey, could you make a mixtape for me?
mhm,
And so, depending on the videographer,
right.
because like maybe that videographer he got paid
Mhm,
to do it, and it was like a one-time session type of thing. Mostly they pay you like a certain amount, and he like, okay, I'm gonna come to these games, and these games, and
mhm,
put it all in one. But on the knowing and being on the other end, he probably only paid one session for it and was just like, okay, this is it. Because like that was probably his only bucket. But
Hmm.
I gotta finish the work. Cause
Yeah.
like you had showed me the video. He was walking like he had dropped 40. He was walking outside, had his shoes and stuff. It's like I don't see it as disrespect, but I guess a give and a take. Like I get it.
Hmm.
Because as in this my fault, in this new
Very
day
good.
and age, in this new day and age, it's like, yeah, every kid wanna be in the media. Like that's the type of space we in now.
Like it's a very digital world now. Like it ain't, about flesh and bones. It's more about what you could put on social media and stuff. Um, I mean, shit, you see a lot of people fake flexing, taking pictures in front of cars that ain't even theirs, you know. Unfortunately, I know a couple girls that do that. I feel like you too, they be they gonna think that I'm trying to shit on women. I'm not trying to shit on women. But you get my point.
Yeah.
So streaming, we're gonna, flip to streaming. Um, because I always see you on, you on the Club 520 Twitch, like damn near all the time, bro. So like for all y'all that don't know Malc, if you're ever scrolling on Twitch, he probably, streaming from there. He probably like on 2K, or what's the other game that you be playing?
Madden,
Mm,
that's GTA,
shit.
chilling.
But what got you into that? Did you have like any favorite streamers growing up that you liked watching that maybe inspired you? And I'm assuming that you played a lot of video games growing up, because shit, you damn near on the game all the time, man. Oh, he glitched out.
Wait. All right, back at me.
Technical difficulties.
My fault, my fault,
Fucking
bro.
damn, Mel. They
No,
got
no,
that
we locked, we
Starbucks
locked, we
Wi-Fi
locked.
over at Club 520. That's crazy. Damn, bro. Hey, what are some Wi-Fi companies? I'm trying to think. Shit.
Xfinity,
Yeah,
AT&T.
Xfinity sponsor Club 520, man. They got,
But
Mount glitching out and shit.
nah, but what I would say watching YouTubers like, Flight, you got Chris Moves, you got the DDGs, the Pretty Boy Fredos,
Yeah.
Illuminati, like watching them, I would say like especially in my prime years of like especially like middle school and stuff.
Hmm.
It's just like you wanted to do what they was doing. They was playing 2K. They was creating IRL videos. They was playing one on Cash Nasty. Like they was playing one
Right.
on one. The LSKs and you feel me? Like so it was like everybody wanted to like you kind of want to grow up and be a YouTuber
Hmm.
or stream or do something in that sort of field.
Shit. But so then that's what inspired you. What are some of the favorite games that you had growing up as a kid? I know, you be on that Madden, you be on 2K, but like, what games did you like growing up? Did you play for Super Mario, or like what consoles and shit, you know?
Growing up, you had the Wii's, you had the PS2s,
Mhm.
PS3s, PSP,
Oh, that was
stuff
my
like that.
shit.
You had the GameCube.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah, yeah.
boys forget about the GameCube.
64.
Nintendo facts. My dad used
Mhm.
to kill me on the 64. Like
Fucking
all
the
the games.
Atari. I don't know if you ever had the Atari.
hmm
The
I had
fucking
the little. It's not just dance, but you got the
Guitar
guitar.
Hero.
Yup, Guitar
Yeah.
Hero. All that.
What was your favorite instrument on Guitar Hero?
Is by far the drums. I used to get silly on
Mhm.
the drums.
I felt like the drums was like, a little bit difficult for me, but when it came to the guitar, it was pretty easy because you just press the buttons and shit. Fucking, what instruments were there? It was the guitar, the drums. I think they had a microphone, right?
Yo,
And was that it?
I think it might have been, or that's what I know. I had them only ones like I ever
Yeah.
played.
There was one more. I just can't think of it. But nah, dude, like, so that was your shit then, Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero, I would say the Wii. Growing up, you had like we used to have this thing called like family night.
Yeah.
So we'd get on the Wii, play bowling, the baseball, the
Mhm.
Wii Sport, bowling, baseball, tennis. We have a little game, family night. and we'll just play that all night, you know.
Shit. Any broken TVs?
Oh, for sure.
How many you
For
break?
sure. About two.
Shit.
My sister even threw a
Mm.
controller at my head one time. I swear. Heated battles, she get mad, she lost. Threw the controller at my head.
So instead of dodgeball with the little squishy, the squishy shit, that's
We remote
crazy.
right in the head, swear.
Damn, bro. So you didn't even try to duck?
Oh, it came so fast, like
Pause.
pause. That's
That was
insane.
crazy,
That's
bro.
insane. That's
I'm not talking
insane.
about. I'm not gonna repeat what you just said, but that's
Pause,
insane.
pause, pause, pause. For real though, like you in the heat of the moment, see, know. Nah, that's crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy.
Hey, you said it, not me, man. Fuck. Nah, dude. I think the craziest thing I've ever had chucked at my head was a TV. You
A
know
TV?
those little, not the big ones, but pause. The
Oh, see?
no. I said pause. But anyways, you remember the box TVs and shit, the little box TVs,
Yeah.
the ones that you could just put on the table.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time, I forgot what game I was playing. I think it was on the 64. I was playing against my cousin. He was crashing out. He just yanked the shit like off the wall and just fucking threw it at me, bro. I'm glad it didn't hit me, but like, this was terrible, bro.
That's crazy.
PTSD. So I wish it was a fucking controller instead of that. Well, I mean, either way,
You ain't get hit though.
yeah.
Yeah. Eh.
But I had some like good reflexes. You, not so much.
Oh,
Broken, broken
yeah.
and dodge a controller. That's crazy. Nah, but so ever since because you said it was like what, like a year ago, you joined the little Club 520 team.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you started traveling a bit more frequently, right? Like more than
Yeah.
usual. Because I'm assuming you've been places and shit. We all have.
Mm-hmm.
But what's that been like? That little change. Like any like favorite places that you've been to ever since you joined the team?
Yeah. Honestly, it's honestly like a dream come true. Like
Mm.
it's like unrealistic. You grateful for the opportunity, grateful for everything, and especially like doing it with your loved ones and your family. Like
Mhm.
that's really all you can ask for. And like especially like with my uncle, B-Hand family, DJ family, Mike, like what they trying to build, what we trying to build, like, and we not even where we want to be, where
Right.
we supposed to be. And I would say, like, and it really like a shocking. I wouldn't even say like a moment like that was like, dang, like I'm really like we really doing this.
Mhm.
Was when we had our 520 tour. We had three stops: Atlanta, Houston, and New York. That our first stop was Houston.
Right.
Yeah, that was like the best trip I almost dang near ever been on.
Shit. Do you have people ever coming up to you be like, "Hey, let me get an autograph, let me get a picture, this and that"?
Yeah, people was like Freaky Malc, like what's up, bro? What's up, Freaky Malc?
Hey, speaking about freaking out, how the did that even like come to like life? Because me personally, calling another man freaky anything, freaky in front of the name, that's insane to me. So like, shit, you be like, well, off the court then, huh?
So really, this is really how it started. Freaky Mike, Freaky Mike is like he's I was an intern. Like that's
Right.
how you could look at it. I came up under Freaky Mike. They already called him Freaky Mike because
Yeah.
he was a photographer putting cupcakes on girls' butts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Recording the OF girls,
Yeah.
little stuff like that. So, yo,
I'm telling you,
am
man.
am I back?
Xfinity, T-Mobile, shit, somebody sponsor Club 520, man. Wait, Boost Mobile. Doesn't Boost Mobile sponsor y'all?
Shout, hey, hey,
Hey,
shout out Boost Mobile.
hey, Boost Mobile, give them some internet, man. Y'all
So
giving them the phone service, but give them some internet.
no, but we had so Freaky Mike,
Yeah.
I came up under him, and so it was everything like I had to play into it.
Hmm.
We called ourselves Double M, Freaky Mike, Freaky Malc. Like my name Mike, his name, his
Yeah.
my name is Malcolm, his name is Mike. It's like we had to play into it. And so once I started noticing like people were calling me Freaky Malc, I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to put up wild numbers.
Mm,
I already like messing with the girls. Let me just add some to it, Add some.
fuck, that's a really interesting origin story right there. Fucking cupcakes and shit.
I would say my
Mm.
first actually my first photography shoot, I shot an OnlyFans girl.
So you and Mike are who the people have to thank for these OF chicks looking good in their pictures then.
Yeah,
Cause
cropping their body a little bit.
mm, the Photoshop in them, you know, helping the tortas out. I probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that honestly is true.
Nah, dude. Photoshop is a scary thing. AI is a scary thing because that's how you get catfished. Have you ever got catfished before?
I ain't never got catfished.
Shit. I think I got catfished. Okay, you remember when Kick was a thing?
Thanks.
Bro,
Everybody was on Kick.
bro, I'm a victim to that shit, bro. I
You got
got catfished
catfished
on
on
Kick,
Kick.
bro.
Like you try to meet up with her in person
No,
too.
no, no, no. I got catfished by a girl at my school. I ain't know. Well, like she was using like okay, so she was using like fake pictures of like Safari and shit, right? Saying that she went to my school, da 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 da, and she actually did go to my school, but she ain't look like the person that was in the pictures and shit. But that was kind of my fault too because you know how like on Kick when somebody like sends a picture or like a video, you could tell if it's between like camera roll or like with the actual Kick camera, like it would say, right?
Hmm.
I ain't paying attention to that shit. I was just geeked that see, I was in sixth grade at the time, so like I was just geeked that like a pretty girl was, texting me
Yeah,
and shit. I was
yeah.
bragging to my friends. And one day, she was like, "Oh, like I'm trying to meet you before so and so class." Da 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 da. I went with my friends, like to like right in front of that classroom where I was supposed to meet her. That shit was chopped cheese, bro.
Stop
I
cheese.
was disappointed. I was mad as hell. Fuck, I deleted kick off my phone after that, dude. Like I was mad as
You,
shit.
did you used to have you ever had they had Kick, Uvu? You had
Yeah.
Uvu?
Yeah, I had Uvu. FaceTime before FaceTime.
Thanks.
What was the other one? Oh, there was Omegle, but I think, everybody got PTSD from that shit.
Yeah, Omega used to get crazy.
I remember one of my little cousins one time, I caught her on, Omegle, right? Because like
Hmm.
we was at like this little family thing and she was doing like little TikTok lives and shit. And because Omegle was like more during COVID, right?
Omega, it's honestly it had a run, yeah.
Yeah, because
The monkey app.
because I remember her doing like, being on Omegle like during COVID. But we was like, we had this little family gathering. It was like 2020, 2021. And she was like, doing her little TikTok live and she was like showing the Omegle screen. Bro, Omegle is a wild place. If you know, you know. There was like an Indian dude. I don't know if he was Indian or some shit. He was jerking the jerky
Oh
on her
man.
TikTok live, bro.
Pause,
Like,
bro.
well, I mean, how was that a pause? Like, I mean, I wasn't the one that I wasn't intrigued by that shit. Nah, but like, I mean, okay, yeah, pause. I mean, maybe it's a little too late to pause that, but no, like, I mean, shit. I don't know. Omega was a wild place, bro. It's just like, I think I just don't understand like how somebody could just, you know, you gotta
Yeah.
be overly freaked out.
Yeah,
overly freaked out, and you got to be on
but
some Diddy shit. Cause oh, you know Omegle is a place where children are, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know?
that's true.
Nah, bro. So, what are some of your favorite, I guess, memories or like any story times that you have from, being a part of the Club 520 team?
Um, you know, the tours,
Right.
I would say the tours, going certain places, meeting different people.
Mhm.
I would really say that Houston tour though, because it was like a movie. Like
Yeah.
it's celebrities there. Backstage was crazy. We
Mhm.
had Poor Minds. We had a concert. We had Max B, Roscoe Dash, Joe
Right.
Johnson pulled up, and we had Poor Minds.
Mhm.
Roscoe Dash came out crazy with a crazy. He performed. Max B performed. And then we went backstage. Like we had Trill Burgers. He brought us Trill Burgers, and
Right.
it was honestly people pulled up, like celebrities pulled up that we didn't even think was gonna pull up. We wasn't even supposed to sell out the venue. We sold out. Like the after, the
Yeah.
club. Oh, ew, shout out Houston,
That shit sound like a whole experience, man. Like, hopefully, I get to see, one of them shits live because, like, that shit just seemed like a whole vibe, bro.
bro. It was crazy, bro.
Like, cause like, I watch, the pod, right?
Hmm.
And, seeing the replays, you could just like feel the energy, like through the screen, like as you watching it, like, you're not actually there present, but you get
Yeah,
an idea, like, how like lit that shit is.
that's facts.
And no, dude, like, I'm happy for you that, you get to, you know, I know you behind the scenes, with the camera and shit, adjusting the sound, but you play a big role in that, dude, because I mean, somebody got to have the camera on, somebody got to adjust the sound system.
Hmm.
Like, shit, I'm trying to think of like an NBA comparison to that. What's a good NBA comparison to your role on the pod, do you think?
I'm just, I'm just one of the coaches. They
Shit.
they the players getting it done on the court, and we
Mhm.
just behind the scenes, off the scene,
Shit.
making sure everything goes straight.
Mhm. So like you a Darvin Ham? No, I'm just fucking with you.
Shit, I take Darvin. I ain't mad.
And
I take Darvin.
no, like I was trying to be funny because you know how like he's known for just standing on the sideline with his hands in his pocket.
That's
But
facts.
no, shit, Phil Jackson. Fuck it, you could be Phil Jackson
I feel crazy. I feel it's crazy.
or too
I
far.
don't feel. Fuck it. We yeah, we try to get 10 rings.
Shit, make it 20,
Uh 30, 50.
100,
Yeah, 520.
83. Bam Adebayo.
You feel me? That was crazy, by the way.
Nah, dude. So, I mean, shit. Did you see it live or did you see the replays?
I seen like the fourth quarter.
Shit, I had a feeling he was gonna get it. No, not before, bro. I'm not trying to be Braun, bro.
That
Like.
was, that was a LeBron statement right there.
No, like, okay, so I seen like, on Instagram, because waste like, the world that we live in now,
Hmm.
everything's on social media as soon as it happens. Whereas like, back then you found out about shit like after it happened or like, next day. But like I seen a post that said, bam, 30 something in the first quarter. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, okay, maybe he might get like 50 or 60. I didn't think that he was going to try to go for the 81 till maybe like late third quarter, beginning of fourth, bro. Like, but I mean, shit. In my opinion, I feel like 83 is 83. I've never scored 83 in a game, man. So,
Yeah.
like,
I seen they said something like they was hating like it's not like Kobe's 83 is a definitely 83.
they was full court pressing.
Like double teaming everything.
So, growing up, what was your childhood like? Was you like a crash out or was you like a good kid, like a little goody two shoes teacher's pet?
Nah, growing up, I was definitely the crash out. Definitely like, so where I'm from the west side, so we got like we throwing up west side. It ain't like not nothing crazy like that, just a west side baby. Being young, around certain family, like it's just a product. I would say like a product of your environment more so.
Mhm.
Being bad in the neighborhood and stuff like that.
But like, was you? I'm trying to think of a good comparison. Was it like no David no type bad? I know
Oh,
you seen the children's book. Look, I'm gonna pull it up.
yeah, I definitely yeah. That used to be my favorite book. He
Oh
reminded
shit,
me of
see
me.
that was his role model.
He reminded me of me. I swear to God. I yeah,
Hey, the
it
book
would
was
be too
probably named after you, man.
man. Like it used to be times, like especially in school, like I used to just be bad for no reason. Being
Yeah,
hard headed, like it was a point in time, and this is no lie. I probably I probably had got like your mom disciplined you. Probably
right.
got disciplined or whooping for like a one like it was like 2, 3 months straight. I was being bad like every other day, every day.
But what's like the worst punishment I guess you got growing up? Like, did you ever get like? I mean, I'm assuming you probably got your video games and shit taken away.
The worst punishment, yeah, video games, phone, can't go over your friend's house, can't go outside,
Hmm.
can't do nothing. I
Fuck.
say actually my worst that like probably made me like be like, dang, like I really felt it and like did something to my development stage for real. I would say my mama, I was bad in school, I was getting bad grades. This might have been sixth or seventh grade. And like I had to go live with my grandparents.
Right.
And so my papa, he like don't play, like especially with school, he's
Mhm.
strict. So I had to be at school at like 8:30. He's waking me up at 6 a.m. Like you doing homework before school.
Shit.
Like no game. You going to sleep at a certain time. Like it's real life. Like
You was on that
like
military shit as a kid.
I swear to God. And that lasted for like 2, 3 months.
Hmm. Did it work though?
It worked. Once I was done with I call it every to this day I call it my pop-up boot camp. Once I had like C's and D's and stuff. Once I was done with that, I had A's and B's, almost had straight A's, swear to God.
Hey, but
And
was you
then
getting A's because you was actually, smart and shit, or was you just copying off the pretty
nah, I was applying myself for sure.
shit?
In high school and stuff. Oh,
Mm.
I definitely had girls doing my work and stuff like that, but
Yeah, I feel like we all did, man, especially if you was in sports and shit.
for
I
sure.
mean, now that I'm out of high school, I could say, well, I've been out of high school for a good little minute, but I could say, I ain't do that shit. For, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't think, especially like, the first 2, 3 years of high school,
Yeah.
I don't think I actually did an assignment like from here. Like, I think I just, before school, just copy out somebody, bro.
You had photo math. You
Quizlet,
know what? I was getting right. No cap. Straight getting right.
Brainly.
Yes.
The only thing I
Pre
didn't like about Brainly was the fucking ads, dude.
yeah.
You had to like wait like 30 seconds just to see the answer for every question. I was like, man,
The pre-chat GPT era. No
shit,
cap.
dude. I feel like now that I think about it, maybe I was putting too much energy into trying to get those answers for free. It would have probably been easier to just do the work myself.
Thanks.
But nah, dude, so shit. So you was a crash out thing growing up. So you probably got into fights and shit.
Yeah, I used to get into fights and stuff.
Was you the one
I,
starting it?
it'll be both sometimes. I think I stopped like being bad getting into fights around because I had to switch schools because I was getting into too many fights and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it might have been around like eighth grade.
Shit.
I
Like when
chilled
it
out my
stopped,
freshman year. Yeah, I chilled out my freshman year.
they never ever sent you to like continuation school or anything like that.
Mm-mm.
I mean, shit, at least you didn't get to that point because
Cause it'll be like I'm fighting, but you know, my outlook on a lot of shit is different because some other people or some people might know like, yeah, Jeff Teague and Marcus Teague is your uncle, so they feel some type of way, or little weird stuff.
like jealousy, they try to like fuck with you because like I guess maybe like jealousy, maybe they thought that you had an ego that you didn't have essentially.
Yeah, like I'm we all one of a kind. I'm regular, just like you.
Why can't we all be friends, man?
You feel me?
Shit, hug it out. Nah, dude. I'm trying to think because like, so you had built-in black Air Forces as a kid,
Yeah,
like
I
you didn't even have
you
to
could
get the
call
shoes, you just had them.
you can call it like short man syndrome. I
Shit.
was shorter than everybody, so I
Mm.
just felt like I had to have a chip. Like, nah, I'm not letting y'all bully me or walk over me. And I
Shit.
wasn't even raised that way though. Like,
Mm.
I was always
Bro came
raised
from a
like,
loving home.
you feel me, and stand your ground. Don't ever let nobody.
Mm.
Yeah.
Shit. So you was already out the hood. You was trying to get back in the hood.
It was just still in me. Don't
Mm.
ever let nobody run over you.
Shit.
We ain't going for that.
And I'm trying to think. Was you like the kid that had like the all like this? Because like I know some people slit their eyebrows, right? But like
Yeah.
some people be doing they be going crazy with the slits. Did you have like a shit ton of slits in your eyebrows and shit?
Oh, I never was that kid.
Never.
I
Man,
ain't never come
hey,
slits.
hey, bud. Yo, Riz, what's the meaning behind that? If you don't mind me asking.
My wrist?
Yeah, yeah, the or the back of your hand, the tat.
Oh, my tattoo?
Yeah,
It's a Joker tattoo.
shit, it is. Cause like I
Yeah.
seen it before, but I was like, what is that? I didn't know if it was like just a bunch of swirls and shit. I
Yeah.
mean,
It's a Joker tattoo.
when'd you
I
get it?
pers it was like my 17th birthday or so.
Mm. But you were saying like personally.
Yeah, it's like I just like the Joker,
Mm.
and like it's just like, I come off as chill, but you know
This motherfucker psychopath.
I come off
Shit.
as chill, but people like, yeah, don't it ain't really, yeah, it's not
Mm.
sweet.
When'd you get your first tat?
Probably, yeah, I was what, my 17th.
Was it that one then?
Nope. I
No.
got a full sleeve.
Damn.
So like now I have a full sleeve, but my first tag, like I did a whole full sleeve
Yeah.
session. It was like 8, 9 hours.
The
Something
reason
crazy.
the reason why I asked that is because like, see, I'm not okay, look, I'm not saying that, people with tattoos are crash outs. That's not what I'm saying at all. But like I
Yeah.
feel like we knew those kids growing up that they would be 13 years old getting like hella tatted and shit. And you just knew to like just walk the other way.
Yeah.
Cause like, like yeah. I guess that's why like, I was trying to,
Nah.
figure out what level of crash out you was,
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh nah. I wasn't like a crash. I was more so like a crash, like
Yeah.
we can fight. Like I ain't never been scared or like let somebody run over me. Nah, if I got a problem, we got a problem.
Yeah.
We can fight.
I used to be a crash out myself growing up. I mean, shit. Like on the basketball court though. Like
Yeah.
when I first started playing basketball, I was telling Fred this. Um, my first pair of basketball shoes was black Air Forces, okay? Which, that already speaks volumes in itself. So, I was already fouling people and shit. I was pulling people's jerseys, like they be on a fast break, they get by me. I would yank them by their collar and shit. They fall. And fuck.
Yeah.
Um, I was doing a little cheap shit. So I mean, I was a crash out to an extent too. But and what was that like? I guess when you first started like playing basketball and shit, and maybe football too. Like, was you a menace there too?
Football, yeah. I was a menace in football, grabbing helmets, you know, tripping people. Kickoff, it'd be like I'm trying to blindside
Yeah.
somebody every kickoff.
You was having a
So
blast doing that shit then.
I swear I was a little a little demon baby.
But we gonna talk about basketball real quick. Your childhood, like,
Hmm.
basketball stuff. So I heard you had a whole AAU team made for you. But when
Yeah,
you said, "Fuck it, I'm done with basketball," that shit got disbanded quick like a fucking 2K Pro AM team, bro. So
facts,
tell me
bro.
about that shit. Tell me
So
about Jeff Teague All Stars.
so our first, I think we started it when we was like in fourth grade.
Yeah.
Was Jeff Teague, Indy Speaks All Stars. And our honestly it's crazy. Like our whole team now, like the
Mm,
team we had, we got Luke Goody. I think he played D1 at Illinois. Caleb Frost, he played D1 at Purdue.
yeah.
Jalen Blackman, like he cold. He playing in college somewhere. He might be overseas. Jaden Taylor. Like we got a whole bunch of people within the Teague, like AAU that like Austin Booker, he played for the
Mm,
Chicago Bears right now. I think he a DN. Like
yeah.
everybody that was on that team and I didn't play with was like they turned out to be like D1 players, D2, D3, you know, just doing some
Yeah.
professional, like it's crazy. And even like, going in different tournaments, you playing against like the Zion Harmons and
Mm,
the
yeah.
Jaden Springers, like that was my eye opening. Like, yo, these people are really good.
There's levels of this shit.
It's facts levels. Like I'm watching and peeping like, bro, they really cold.
Mhm.
Like, and they as you grow, everybody grow up and
Yeah.
they getting famous and all type of stuff. It was like, yeah, you was cold when we was young. Like it's crazy.
But like, how did that make you feel? Like, seeing like, them take off. I mean, were there ever like instances where I guess, you compared yourself to like other people to like where they were at and where you were at? Like, or
Nah, I would never say compared because
Mhm.
everybody got their own journey.
Right.
And I ain't like no hater or nothing.
Hmm.
Like I support everybody. I like where I support and I ain't never hating on the next
Yeah.
person. So it's like, nah, I would never compare,
Yeah.
but it would more so be an eye opener. Like, yeah, I gotta get better. I gotta do
Mhm.
this. I gotta do that. Or it's level, like how you said, there's levels
Yeah.
to it. So I think more so, and it'd be like a kid, especially like in this new age basketball, a kid might be in sixth grade, number one in the class, he dunking, doing this and that.
Mhm.
And then once you get to high school and college and stuff, it's like, what happened to him? Like
Yeah.
he was doing this and that, but
Mhm. But
mm-mm.
what I mean is like, I mean, I don't mean like hating. When I say like compare, I mean, I'm not essentially saying like hating. I mean like, like you're like, damn, like I gotta get better or fucking self-doubt is what I mean. I don't mean hating. Like, do you know what
Nah,
I'm trying to say? Like, because I feel like some people they you're you're not supposed to, like you said, everybody has their own journey. You're not supposed to compare yourself to the fucking next man because, well, he might go about things differently. Like everybody's different. Everybody has their own fingerprint.
hmm
But some people they get lost and they forget that and they get discouraged. That's what I guess, what I was wondering if like anything like that happened to you or like, you were just happy to be there essentially.
yeah, it's just like, yeah, that, and like just knowing, like,
Mm,
I gotta get better. Like,
right.
that's really, because I always been like strong minded. So
Mm,
it's like, I just gotta get better.
yeah.
I can't put it on the next person or put it on this and that. If you want it, you gonna go get it.
And that's good to hear that you strong-minded because that can carry you a long way, and not just in basketball, but like life itself. Because um, if you have goals, you have ambitions, it'll help you, make your dreams a reality and shit.
Even like in real life though, like the internet, especially like nowadays, like
Mm.
Instagram, people comparing themselves to other people and
Right.
comparing themselves to the next person's life. It's like everybody go through life different. Everybody got their own journey. Everybody process is different.
Mm.
Like I've seen some like, and even this is like Two Chains. Two Chains, like Two
Yeah,
Chains.
yeah,
He didn't blow up or get rich or get blow up in rap until he was like 30 something.
yeah.
Like it's yeah.
Everybody has their
Everybody.
own timeline.
Yep.
Fucking, but dude, that's pretty cool. That you got to experience all that. Which leads me to my next topic, because we're talking about your childhood, AAU, and stuff like that. And since we talking about you as a kid, is it true that as a kid you thought room service meant free food, man?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So I want to hear your side of the story about the whole room service, the little all-star game thing, because
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure most people watching this, they know Jeff's side of the story. But
Yeah.
we want to hear your side of the story about
So
that, man.
let me give you I'm gonna give you like some back I'm gonna give you like some background. So, you know, as a kid, you seeing certain stuff and experience certain things.
Yeah,
And especially like I watched Home Alone is one of my favorite movies. So with that, it's like dang, and like Mike, I watched Like
yeah.
Mike, Home Alone, then one of my favorite movies, like especially childhood. And so I would say I noticed like stuff was a little different. Like, okay, I watch basketball at this point.
Hmm.
I think my first, it was like the Friday, the event is all weekend, but the Friday, I'm with my uncle. We riding like the team bus with all the other NBA players. I'm with him in his signings and his meetings and stuff. And he had a signing, and it was taking all day. And I'm like, Uncle Jeff, like I'm hungry. Like, what we doing? Like, we going? I need to get some food or something. He like, yeah, tell him. I told the dude. He came back with three hot dogs, a pizza. You feel me? Two pretzels, a water, a Gatorade. I was like, oh, okay, like, can I get some ketchup? He came back with a big batch of ketchup. I'm like, oh, okay, this is something different now. Something is different. So prior to that, it fast forward. I'm like, okay, we order room service. He like, yeah, just call room service. I'm chilling with my uncle and stuff. So he calling room service on his own. But like it's All Star Weekend, I'm not seeing him paying for the tab or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like usually like you would call room service and they be like, I don't really know. I didn't really know how it worked at the time because like that never been a thing that I ever did. And he like, yeah, just call. So my, but it's my fault. My family was out and I was just in the hotel by myself. In the hotel by myself on some real like Mike type of stuff. I called, can I get some chicken tenders with fries, a side of ranch with a milkshake? And I'm a kid, I'm playing, I got my game system, I'm watching TV, they come over room service. And so I'm like, oh, okay. I eat it. I get hungry again. Call room service. Eat it. Get hungry again. Call room service. Really spent a whole day calling room service. Chicken, I swear to God, until this day, that was the best chicken tenders and fries and a milkshake I ever had.
shit. Fucking how
And I
many? You said what?
I called room service about
Mm.
10 times that day.
Shit.
10 to 12 times. Just just that whole experience in its own, that All-Star weekend experience in its own was crazy. Like I had got to go backstage and meet the players. I had
Mm.
got to meet the LeBron Jameses and the Kyrie Irvings and the Kobe's, KD's, Westbrook's, Hardens. Like I think the most person that I was like starstruck, I had met LeBron,
Yeah,
and so I had my uncle. He told me, and funny story. Prior to when we got there, I had my phone. I never been in these rooms before, so I'm like, I play with him on 2K.
yeah,
I'm like on the side, taking pictures down low, like taking pictures of all the players and stuff, you know, things like that, like just for memories, doing
yeah.
kid things. And so he like who your favorite player? I'm like LeBron. He like, you want me to introduce him?
Hmm.
He bring me to LeBron. He like, yeah, Bron, this is my nephew. Like he wanna meet you. Da. Brian, he like, what's up? He like, what's up? Brian got a deep voice. Brian like, what's up, bro? And I'm just staring at him, standing in front like a bad kid, just smiling, bro. I swear he like, and at this time he like, at this time I had on some Kyrie. I think that's when the Kyrie ones might have dropped.
Mm,
I had on some Kyrie. He like, yeah, I see you got them Kyrie ones on. Like he's talking to me.
yeah.
I'm not saying a word, bro. Like I'm just staring at him, smiling, bro. Swear to God. My uncle, like, man, he crazy. I don't know what's wrong with him. He like, all right, look, man, I shook up with Brian and everything. It was crazy.
Shit. Bro was fanned out.
I was starstruck, fanned out. And this is past, like, Brian, my favorite player. He in Miami.
Hmm.
He might have been at this time. What was that 2015?
He probably was in Cleveland though.
It he might have been, or he
Yeah.
went that next year or so.
Because Kyrie, when did Kyrie get his shoe deal? Was it before or after Braun got there?
It might have been. I think it was like a year before Brian.
Hmm.
It was one or the other, but
Shit.
it might have been that first year or so.
Damn. I mean, so how much you think you racked up on the phone service
Bro, I right.
for
So
room service?
he had got the bill. The bill for room service, I spent $6,000 on room
Jesus.
service.
Off of chicken tenders and shit.
Chicken tenders and fries with a
Yeah.
milkshake.
So as you can tell, everybody, Malcolm here, 520 Malc, Freaky Malc. He really loves his chicken tenders. So
Hey,
Popeye, Raising Cane's, Church's Chicken, whoever's watching this, give this man a
yeah,
sponsorship,
we need
man.
a sponsor. Come on, Raising
Yeah.
Cane's.
Man, hey, Raising Cane's, that shit been my go-to since I was little dude. Y'all got some over there, right?
Yeah,
You guys have Culver's?
yeah, we got Culver's,
Hmm.
Zaxby's.
I'm trying to think. If you had to give off your top three chicken spots, who would you have in your top three, like your big three?
Around the city or just in
In
general?
general, dude.
Mm, I would say Lost and Found in Houston.
Hmm.
Um, uh,
Oh, man.
Lolo's. You ever had Lolo's?
Shit, where that at?
Miami. They go
Mm.
Lost and Found, Lolo's, and Kitchen and Cocktails. Them was probably my top three food spots and chicken, period. Like period,
Okay, period.
period. Swear.
Shit. So, but like, what's your I guess favorite things to eat, like other than chicken tenders, or just
I
chicken
got
tenders take the
see
the gold
see
trophy.
I'm a basic eater, so any like pastas and
Hmm.
hibachi. I like fish and salmon. I don't eat pork or beef, so
Yeah.
I keep it, yeah, that's really about it. Pizza here and there, but for the most part.
If you fuck with Italian food, if y'all ever make y'all way like out this way over here in Arizona, dude, I gotta introduce y'all to this Italian spot. It's called Pizzeria Mimosa, and it's family owned, I believe.
Hmm.
But if you love Italian food, bro, best Italian food because I don't know, I like authentic places, whether it's Italian food, Mexican, or just in general because I feel like the food tastes a million times better compared to, and this is no disrespect, okay? Because like
Facts.
I know Olive Garden, they got some pretty good food, but I would take an authentic Italian food place over Olive Garden any day. I'm just using that as an example. Fucking, I don't know if you the same way too.
Facts. I
Fucking,
yeah,
like
I feel that though.
it's cause like I mean shit, ain't no better like source than the actual source. But fucking
Organic and original is always good though.
shit. I mean Mexican food should be gas. Fucking, you like tortas?
I like a little torta, yeah, the food and the
The food ain't, oh, that's crazy. Hey, big girls, hit them up.
for real.
Hey, what you say? If she ain't 280,
She's not a lady, bro. No cap.
so 280 and up or
All
280 and under?
280 and under. All discriminate. All discriminate. I love all women. I love.
But there was this one dude that I went to high school with. He would be like, where the is that? Where the is that? Um, I love fishes. And and then so I started saying, I was like, man, fishes need love too.
You
It's not for
feel
me
me?
though, but I'm definitely gonna have to bleep that out. Otherwise,
Bet.
the big community gonna come after me, bro.
I swear.
So if you hear of a big ass earthquake in Arizona, it's probably because they came from my ass.
Yeah, wine. Give everybody get on wine, man. I don't want
Shit.
no smoke.
But I'm supposed to keep this shit family friendly. I'm not here talking about, bro. Yesterday it was about me. Today it's about me.
Yeah, you
And
out of pocket.
tomorrow is gonna be about. Actually, I'm not gonna finish that sentence because that's gonna get me in real trouble. I'm gonna let y'all fill in the blank. But I know you just talked about it, but what was it? Because like I'm assuming you've hung around him more than once besides that All-Star weekend, right?
Yeah.
What was it like hanging around Jeff like when he was like in the league, like going to games and shit?
When he was in the league, I would say, like even prior, like minus the games, like when he'd come home and stuff, and we'd go
Mm,
like to the malls, out to eat and things like that. Like you'll be walking with him, and people, I used to hate it, but now like I see like, cause like he'll be in season, so he'll
mm,
barely be home and stuff. So he's trying to spend time. People be like, "Can I get a picture?" Oh my God, it's Jeff Teague. Like, let's stop and take a picture. Like, he'll take a picture and
yeah.
stuff, cause. But I used to hate that. Like, bro, I'm just trying to spend time with my uncle. Like, let's come on, forget the picture. Like, come on. But in the league too, like the good things, like we used to go to all the WWE events.
Hmm.
I used to go backstage during the NBA games. It was a fun experience. Used to be go to the practice facilities and stuff, watch them practice. Like it was dope.
Hmm. And when was the first time that I guess you could say you went, you was like with him? Like, was it as soon as like he got into the league, or like was it like a little bit after?
When I was with him,
Yeah.
I would say like I would say, what you mean by that?
Like what I mean is because like you put up with him till like All-Star weekend, right?
Yeah.
But like what I'm trying to say is like did you like I guess experience all that like his first year in the league, or was that
No,
like more
I
later
would say
on?
more like down the line a little bit once he got
Mm.
like established and like past his rookie contract and
Yeah.
stuff. 'Cause, he still as a you still have to like you made it to the NBA, but you gotta stay.
Mm.
And once you get like past your rookie contract, it's like okay, I'm good. Like I'm solidified in the league. I done made it. Okay, it's time to let's go.
you can start bringing like family around and like friends or
Yeah,
shit.
like you just locked in, focused, just do
Mhm.
your thing, you know?
Fucking. So I know we're heading towards the end of the pod, right?
Hmm.
But I wanted to ask you because I know you guys recently started up your segment, you and your boys on the Club 520. What was it? What's it called again? Remind me.
We just call ourselves YN 520.
YN 520.
I swear.
So what goals you guys have? What goals do you guys have? For your your podcast, and then
Yeah.
what goals do you have like in general for yourself that you want to achieve?
So for the pod, for I would say for the pod, and even like Club 520 in general. So for the pod, I think like we just taking it as far as it go. Like the people mess with us. We dropped it
Mhm.
just having fun. And that's how it's supposed to be. Just
Right.
naturally talking, building conversations, having fun. Like it's not supposed to be a job.
Right.
This it's like a people people could wish like, dang, I wish I could pod like for my life and stuff like that. Like it's like a dream job. Even like doing what I'm doing is like a dream job. That's why I never
Right.
take it for granted. And so like think the pod just keep going, like being consistent,
Mm,
being ourselves, and everything else is just flowing line. I think for Club 522, like we got the girl show, we doing my pod, adding other stuff. We got some dope stuff coming.
mm,
Like Uncle Jeff, B Hen, DJ had they gonna add their own things. I think I, and we ain't hit a mill yet. We at 800K. We not even where we supposed to be, where we want to be. We
I'm
trying to
surprised y'all
really
ain't at a million yet, to be
it's
honest.
it's on the way.
Mm.
We trying to really build like an empire and a brand of Club 520, like a network.
Y- Y'all gonna get there. I know y'all will because I mean, all y'all, all y'all like like I guess you could say relatable, likable, lovable, all of the above. Like and not only do you guys all have like amazing personalities, you could tell that everybody connects so well with each other. The chemistry is there, and you guys really are a team. The
Yeah.
dynamic is very visible, and I genuinely, not just for you, but like everybody involved in Club 520, man, like shit. I wish all y'all the best, like I hope every single venture that you guys have, you guys are able to bring it to life. And I know y'all will.
Thanks. It's all and that's all genuine. That's the point of it. It's all
Mhm.
genuine. That's as long as it's genuine, we having fun, it'll go forever.
Mhm.
And even like with myself, doing photography, doing videos, streaming, like getting into this podcasting,
Mhm.
like consistency, putting your best foot forward, and like just getting better and not getting comfortable with anything. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, and especially like with some advice too, like not being comfortable within your success and comfy with what you got going on, just always like I can do better. I can do
Mhm.
this. I can do that. Like just keep going forward and not getting comfortable in life. And that's really my mindset. If I feel comfortable, I feel like I'm getting comfortable or sitting with like your accomplishments, like nah, I need to do better. I need to do more. Like that's really my whole mindset with everything, with photography, video. Like I don't Twitch. I don't want to feel like if I feel like I'm perfect or I'm the best at this, you already got the wrong mindset. You can feel the best or think you the best or like once you get it down to a T, yeah, but you kind of want to have the mindset of nah, I need to still work. I need to do more. I need to.
Always got to be room for growth.
Yep.
But no, dude, like I was telling you
What?
before,
What?
and you said what?
Nah, I was saying like even for you
Yeah.
though, you getting into the podcast, like what goals do you got for yourself
I
in the
mean,
pod?
shit, like, dude, like I was just saying right now, and like I told you before, I'm pretty sure I told Mook this, and I told Fred this the other day. Like, Club 520, they inspire me for this shit, like to try to, build my own thing. But I'm not, I'm doing this, because I just want to get in front of a camera and just start yapping, fuck, see people's stories and shit like that, I feel like everybody has a story to tell, but also I want to be that bridge that, people can come on here on the pod, come on the podcast and, tell their story and shit, basically, push them towards their goal, They come on here and somebody that they could connect with that could, get them closer to what they're trying to do. Say, for example, it's a TikToker or an influencer trying to, become more known, or even an athlete or an artist. They can come on here, you know, and we have a conversation for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever it may be. They can come on here and just, we chop it up. Everybody see it. And then shit, it might give them some momentum, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, do something that gives back. Like, I'm not doing it for me. I'm trying to do something, I guess, for the people. And you guys really inspired it, man. Realistically, like, I got that motivation from y'all. So,
I mess with that.
you said what?
I mess with that.
Fuck. Like,
Like,
I'm fanned out, chat.
man.
Hey, Mal, can I get an autograph? Look.
Look, he
See,
on that.
you see this piece of paper? I'm gonna need you to sign that, man. I don't even know what this is. I think this is a receipt. I be on that big bag shit. I spent 2 items. That's crazy.
What you get?
There's an Ono burger and some Bang Bang shrimp. Have you ever had Bang Bang shrimp?
Mm-mm.
And it's like this shrimp with, I forgot what type of sauce is on it, but it's pretty good. And then the Ono burger, it's like this pineapple burger.
Mm.
Pretty gas. I know it sounds unorthodox, but it's gas.
All right. I
But
ain't mad at it.
whenever you're out this way, dude, I'm gonna introduce you to Pit Stop Burgers. Best burgers over here in Southern Arizona. But shit. I don't know. I don't know how we started talking about food. My ass is hungry as hell. It's fucking 11:23. But we gonna definitely have to spin back, make a part two.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I was telling Fred, and I've told you, I want to get all y'all together and, you know, talk about what got, how y'all met and what got you guys into, starting up your own, your own little pod and shit.
Yeah.
That'll be a good episode. This was a good episode, and I look forward, to more collaborations and shit.
No, vice versa.
Hey, but I appreciate you for taking the time out of your day.
Sure.
Fucking shout out your Instagram, man, because I don't know it off the top of my head.
My Instagram is Malc MAALCC underscore.
And
This
then
shit.
he be on Twitch with the Club 520 podcast, I think is a Twitch. But
Yep,
hey,
Club 520 podcast.
mhm, shit, we about to run out of time. So I think maybe this is a sign for me to pay for that Zoom subscription instead of, being cheap on the free version. But hey, appreciate you, Malc, for, taking time out of your day. Well, night, essentially. And shit.
Appreciate
Make
you
sure
for
to hit that
having me.
sub button, not just on mine,
All
but on
right,
his too.
hit the sub. Appreciate
Fucking,
you for having me, bro.
yep, we out.